Wrinkled paper tearing along the heavily creased grid lines. I've been tracing routes that haven't existed for 20 years, looking for the old landmarks and the familiar highway signs, through a hazy windshield blurred by my own frustrating tears. The ink is smudging from the dampness of the humid summer air, a compass spinning wildly without ever pointing true north. I spent my youth wandering around without a single care, but now I need a definitive direction to venture forth. The geography is shifting underneath our heavy hiking boots. We are desperately trying to reconnect with our original roots. Throw away the useless, ancient, faded maps today. We are going to navigate the wilderness in our own unique way. Forget the predetermined paths that our ancestors proudly drew. We are exploring a territory that is completely new. Old gas stations boarded up and swallowed by the creeping ivy vines. Ghost towns populated only by the memories of yesteryear. I'm leaving the safety of the well-documented borderlines, ready to watch my lingering hesitations completely disappear. My grandfather drew this chart with a steady, confident hand, marking every hidden spring and every treacherous mountain pass. But nature has completely reclaimed this wild, unforgiving land, covering the historical pathways with thick, untamed grass. The geography is shifting underneath our heavy hiking boots. We are desperately trying to reconnect with our original roots. So throw away the useless, ancient, faded maps today. We are going to navigate the wilderness in our own unique way. Forget the predetermined paths that our ancestors proudly drew. We are exploring a territory that is completely new. Step into the unknown, brave the dense and uncharted thicket. We don't need a golden passport or a validated travel ticket. We are the authors of our own magnificent wild destiny, discovering the absolute freedom that finally sets us free. Lost out here, no lines to guide, finding the strength we held inside. Throw away the useless, ancient, faded maps today. We are going to navigate the wilderness in our own unique way. Forget the predetermined paths that our ancestors proudly drew. We are exploring a territory that is completely new. Moving forward into the vast expanses, countryside, faded maps. We have absolutely nothing left to hide. Sparks ignite upon the frozen cedar branches tonight. We trace the outlines of our faded youth underneath neon starlight, chasing shadows through the valleys where the coyotes scream, caught inside the heavy current of a forgotten American dream. Vermont winters taught me how to bury secrets in deep snow, but you brought a summer fever that my brittle bones could never outgo. We left our footprints on the gravel by the abandoned railway station, trading ordinary comfort for a lifetime of reckless desperation. The wind is howling secrets through the canyon walls. We stand on the precipice right before the kingdom falls. Oh, run like wildfire hearts across the open plains, break every rusted shackle, wash away the ancient stains. We are the thunder waking up the quiet, sleepy town, with the burning desire that no pouring rain can ever drown. Scars tell stories that our trembling lips are too terrified to speak, driving 90 miles an hour toward a destination we no longer seek. Your hand in mine feels like a shelter from the impending hurricane, a beautiful disaster dancing through the pouring relentless rain. I found salvation in the static of a broken dashboard radio, singing hymns to the ghost of people we used to know. The asphalt bleeds the heat of 1,000 wasted July afternoons, while we howl our sorrows underneath the crescent silver moons. The wind is howling secrets through the canyon walls. We stand on the precipice right before the kingdom falls. Oh, run like wildfire hearts across the open plains, break every rusted shackle, wash away the ancient stains. We are the thunder waking up the quiet, sleepy town, with the burning desire that no pouring rain can ever drown. Behind. If the world collapses into ash and dust tomorrow, we will build an empire from the remnants of our sorrow. Feel the pulse inside the embers, every spark the soul remembers. So run like wildfire hearts across the open plains, break every rusted shackle, wash away the ancient stains. We are the thunder waking up the quiet, sleepy town, with the burning desire that no pouring rain can never drown. Let it burn until the morning light breaks through. Wildfire hearts, nothing watch the breath escape your lips as a soft, unspoken sigh. We are hitchhiking on the edge of the world's lonely frontier, hoping the cosmic glow will chase away our deepest, darkest fear. My boots are worn from walking these empty New England country roads, carrying the crushing weight of 1,000 generational family loads. But looking upward at this kaleidoscope, a celestial shifting green, I suddenly forget every miserable place my exhausted eyes have seen. The atmosphere is crackling with a strange magnetic spark, guiding two lost souls out of the overwhelming, suffocating dark. Shine down, northern lights, illuminate our fractured soul tonight. Paint the darkness with your brilliant, undulating, holy light. We've been wandering in the shadows for far too long alone. Guide our weary footsteps back to a place we can call home. Time expands when you are staring directly into the infinite vast abyss. Every mistake I ever made fades away into a moment of pure bliss. The universe is whispering secrets only the brokenhearted can comprehend. Reassurance that our tragic story isn't rushing toward a bitter end. I used to hide beneath the floorboards of my childhood sanctuary bedroom, paralyzed by the heavy anxiety and the impending sense of doom. But out here in the freezing cold, standing underneath the aurora's grace, I finally feel like I belong somewhere in this chaotic infinite space. The atmosphere is crackling with a strange magnetic spark, guiding two lost souls out of the overwhelming, suffocating dark. Shine down, northern lights, illuminate our fractured souls tonight. Paint the darkness with your brilliant, undulating, holy light. We've been wandering in the shadows for far too long alone. Guide our weary footsteps back to a place we can call home. Bleed your color into the cracks of my fragile, breaking heart. Mend the pieces that society tore completely, violently apart. We are insignificant specks of dust beneath the galactic dome. Yet tonight we feel like kings sitting upon a golden throne. Green and gold washing over the snow. Let the darkness finally go. Shine down, northern lights, illuminate our fractured souls tonight. Paint the darkness with your brilliant, undulating, holy light. We've been wandering in the shadows for far too long alone. Guide our weary footsteps back to a place we can call home. Fading slow into the dawn's early gray embrace. Northern lights leave a permanent, beautiful trace. One more. Measuring marks into the wooden kitchen door frame post, documenting the physical evolution of a terrified, anxious child. I spent years running away from the things that scared me the most, trying to tame a spirit that was meant to be entirely wild. My old joints are aching from the sudden rapid skeletal shift, the uncomfortable sensation of stretching into someone entirely new. I felt like a helpless boat left to aimlessly and dangerously drift, until I realized that this discomfort is what helps me grow true. The old skin is peeling, making way for a much stronger frame. We will never view the circumstances of our lives quite the same. Endure the intense discomfort of these necessary growing pains. Break through the invisible societal shackles and the heavy chains. We are evolving into the people we were always destined to be, accepting the harsh process that ultimately sets our spirits free. Stumbling over my own feet as I learned to navigate the crowded room, awkward conversations filled with stuttering words and heavy sighs. But out of this humiliating awkwardness, a newfound confidence will bloom, clearing the thick fog of self-doubt that used to cover my eyes. I found my teenage journals hidden deep inside the dusty crawl space, filled with dramatic declarations of absolute total despair. I smiled gently at the memory of that scared boy's confused face, realizing that every single trial was answered by a silent prayer. The old skin is peeling, making way for a much stronger frame. We will never view the circumstances of our lives quite the same. Oh, endure the intense discomfort of these necessary growing pains. Break through the invisible societal shackles and the heavy chains. We are evolving into the people we were always destined to be, accepting the harsh process that ultimately sets our spirits free. Welcome the struggle, rejoice in the obstacles that make us adapt. We refuse to remain hopelessly, permanently, comfortably trapped. We are stretching our boundaries beyond the highest mountain peak, finding the internal power that our souls used to desperately seek. It hurts to change, it hurts to rise, but look at the world through brand new eyes. Enjoy the intense discomfort of these necessary growing pains. Break through the invisible societal shackles and the heavy chains. We are evolving into the people we were always destined to be, accepting the harsh process that ultimately sets our spirits free. Standing tall long after the stretching finally stops, growing pains as the final heavy teardrop drops. White sheets folded in a sharp and aerodynamic wings. We launch our dreams from the top of the apartment roof, ignoring the cynical commentary that the city brings. demanding absolute freedom instead of concrete proof. Ink smudging on the line pages of my old journal entries, documenting the trivial anxieties of a small town kid. I spent years acting like one of those paranoid sentries, guarding the secret vault where my true emotions hid. The thermal vents are catching our fragile little toys, lifting us far above the overwhelming suburban noise. Fly away, paper planes across the endless blue sky. Test the limits of how high a simple dream can fly. Catch the gentle summer breeze, sail over the power lines, disappearing completely past the highway exit signs. Drafting blueprints for a life we haven't constructed yet, using nothing but imagination and a pencil stub. We are placing a massive, highly risky financial bet on the hope that we can escape the daily corporate hub. Cardboard boxes stacked high inside the moving van, leaving the comfort zone of my predictable childhood street, following the loose, highly unorganized master plan, prepared for whatever destiny we are bound to meet. The thermal vents are catching our fragile little toys, lifting us far above the overwhelming suburban noise. Fly away, paper planes across the endless blue sky. Test the limits of how high a simple dream can fly. Catch the gentle summer breeze, sail over the power lines, disappearing completely past the highway exit signs. Soar above the cynicism, laugh at the gravity below. Let the unpredictable currents dictate where we go. We are lightweight vessels carrying a heavy load of hope, learning how to navigate this steep and slippery slope, gliding smooth through the sunny air, leaving behind every single care. Fly away, paper planes across the endless blue sky. Test the limits of how high a simple dream can fly. Catch the gentle summer breeze, sail over the power lines, disappearing completely past the highway exit signs, floating high until we disappear from view. Paper planes creating something new. Electric currents pulsing through the industrial apartment walls. We transmit unspoken anxieties across the telephone lines, staring blankly at the ceiling as the heavy darkness falls, waiting for the morning sun to reveal the hidden signs. Old generators humming in the damn basement utility room, a tangled mess of cables keeping this fragile house alive. I spent my 20s trying to escape the impending doom, learning how to endure the winters rather than just survive. voltage is rising to a level we can barely contain. A surge of raw emotions shooting straight into the brain. Conduct the energy through the twisted copper wire. Ignite the sparks until they feed the internal fire. Send the message loud and clear across the power grid, revealing all the beautiful secrets that we always hid. Insulated plastic melting from the intense internal heat, testament to the pressure building underneath our skin. We walk these crowded sidewalks with a hurried, syncopated beat, terrified of letting anyone see the chaos within. I found an ancient spool of metal behind the hardware store, a relic of a simpler time before the digital age took hold. We don't talk face to face like our grandfathers did anymore, leaving our relationships feeling disconnected and cold. The voltage is rising to a level we can barely contain. A surge of raw emotion shooting straight into the brain. Conduct the energy through the twisted copper wire. Ignite the sparks until they feed the internal fire. Send the message loud and clear across the power grid, revealing all the beautiful secrets that we always hid. Unstable and bright, and we are going to set this entire city ablaze tonight. Pulsing slow, feel the current flow where the wire ends. Let the spark go. Conduct the energy through the twisted copper wire. Ignite the sparks until they feed the internal fire. Send the message loud and clear across the power grid, revealing all the beautiful secrets that we always hid. Glowing red until the system finally blows. Copper wire, that's just the way the story goes. Dark purple clouds gathering on the far western horizon line. The barometer is dropping fast as a sticky summer afternoon fades. We sit on the front porch sipping on a glass of bitter homemade wine, watching the shadows lengthen into deep and terrifying shades. Sheet lightning illuminating the sky like a giant broken screen. My mother always told me that the thunder was just angels rearranging chairs, but I know it's the sound of every unspoken argument that has been haunting the hallways of our lives and catching us unawares. The air feels heavy, pregnant with the scent of ozone and rain. We can feel the atmospheric pressure matching our internal pain. Yeah. Listen to the rumbling of the distant storms tonight. Watch the flashes crack the darkness with a becomes crystal clear. Wind chimes clanging violently as the first cold gust hits the yard. The oak trees bending at an angle that looks completely unnatural, trying to keep our composure when the circumstances get so hard. Realizing that our control over destiny is purely transactional. Raindrops starting to patter loudly on the tin roof overhead. A rhythmic warning that the flood waters are bound to rise eventually. I lie awake in the dark, staring at the ceiling of my bed, wondering if we will survive this seasonal catastrophe intentionally. The air feels heavy, pregnant with the scent of ozone and rain. We can feel the atmospheric pressure matching our internal pain. Listen to the rumbling of the distant storms tonight. Watch the flashes crack the darkness with a terrifying light. We cannot run from the weather that is brewing in the atmosphere. We must face the tempest until our vision becomes crystal clear. Accumulated dust of our regrets, we will stand out in the open, braving whatever the weather gets. Drench our clothes, submerge our fears beneath the pouring rain, for we know that after the clearing only the truth will remain. Thunder claps, the earth begins to shake. Every promise that we chose to make. To the rumbling of the distant storms tonight. Watch the flashes crack the darkness with a terrifying light. We cannot run from the weather that is brewing in the atmosphere. We must face the tempest until our vision becomes crystal clear. Fading away as the clouds begin to part at dawn. Distant storms, the heavy danger is finally gone. Rusty chains rattling against the iron harbor post. We watch the distant lighthouses fade into a memory, sailing away from the jagged cliffs of the Atlantic coast, searching for a harbor where our spirits can be free. So crusting on the window panes of this seaside shack, my father spent his entire life trying to conquer the tide, but the ocean always demands that you give something back, leaving nothing but the grief we desperately try to hide. The dark swells are tossing our fragile vessels side to side, but we refuse to be swept away by this unpredictable tide. Drop the heavy weight, cast the iron anchor down, stop the endless drifting before our weary bodies drown. Secure the ropes tightly to the solid bedrock floor. We are done wandering, we are staying on this shore. Barnacles clinging to the edge, so side to side, but we refuse to be swept away by this unpredictable tide. Drop the heavyweight, cast the iron anchor down, stop the endless drifting before our weary bodies drown. Secure the ropes tightly to the solid bedrock floor. We are done wandering, we are staying on this shore. The crashing northern gale, tear down the worn out fabric of our tattered canvas sail. We have found our permanent shelter within this quiet bay, and no ferocious storm can ever wash our resolve away. Steady now, feel the iron grip. No more, no more. Drop the heavyweight, cast the iron anchor down, stop the endless drifting before our weary bodies drown. Secure the ropes tightly to the solid bedrock floor. We are done wandering, we are staying on this shore. Landed safe where the deep water cannot reach, resting on the quiet beach. Luggage tags tearing at the edges of my worn leather bag. I've spent 300 nights staring at hotel room plaster walls, watching my enthusiasm and my physical energy slowly flag as the automated voice at the departure gate loudly calls. The train tracks parallel the frozen highway, heading north, passing through the decaying suburbs of my forgotten birth town. I watch the yellow locomotive steam actively billow forth, while the heavy blanket of evening twilight settles down. The wheels are turning faster with every single passing mile, replacing my chronic homesickness with a genuine eager smile. Board the express train, we are finally homebound. Leave the chaotic city noise without making a single sound. Follow the familiar coordinates written on the crinkled map, reclaiming the simple comfort that slipped through our lives. Familiar landmarks appearing outside the passenger side glass. The old water tower painted with the high school graduation year. I watch the scenery of my youth so rapidly and vividly pass, feeling the accumulated tension of the room suddenly disappear. My sister left the porch light burning brightly through the night, a beacon guiding the prodigal brother back to the kitchen table. Everything looks smaller now underneath the pale moon's light, but the foundation of this old house remains solid and stable. The wheels are turning faster with every single passing mile, replacing my chronic homesickness with a genuine eager smile. Board the express train, we are finally homebound. Leave the single sound. Follow the familiar coordinates written on the crinkled map, reclaiming the simple comfort that slipped through our lap. Unpack the heavy burdens we collected along the way. We have absolutely nothing left that we need to prove today. Greet the family elders with an open and honest embrace, finding our true salvation within this sacred, familiar space. Almost there, see the front door, wandering feet, won't wander no more. Board the express train, we are finally homebound. Leave the chaotic city noise without making a single sound. Follow the familiar coordinates written on the crinkled map, reclaiming the simple comfort that slipped through our lap. Stepping inside as the cold winter wind blows, homebound, that's where the journey goes. Empty rib cages echoing with the sound of the autumn wind. We walk through the museum of our own catastrophic mistakes, trying to repair the fragile framework that we carelessly sinned, counting every single promise that a desperate human breaks. Feathers scattering across the dry, dusty attic floor, an old crow nesting inside the chimney pipe, chimney stack. I don't recognize the person standing at my front door, and there is no map that can ever guide my old self back. The structure is creaking underneath the immense atmospheric weight. We are trying to change our trajectory before it is entirely too late. Fill the empty spaces inside these hollow bones, mend the fractures caused by the sharp and throwing stones, rebuild the architecture of a soul that learned to crawl. Give us the strength to stand up straight and tall. Ghostly silhouettes dancing on the cracked plaster wall, reminding us of the heavy debts we have yet to repay. I can hear the distant urgent voice of my conscience call, begging me to change my destructive habits today. My spine arches under the pressure of societal expectations, a brittle twig ready to snap at the slightest touch. I saw temporary comfort in these hollow calculations, but realized I was demanding entirely too much. The structure is creaking underneath the immense atmospheric weight. We are trying to change our trajectory before it is entirely too late. Fill the empty spaces inside these hollow bones, mend the fractures caused by the sharp and throwing stones, rebuild the architecture of a soul that learned to crawl. Give us the strength to stand up straight and tall. the floor. We are resilient, fortresses standing forevermore. Feel the marrow growing strong inside. No more reasons left for us to hide. Fill the empty spaces inside these hollow bones. Mend the fractures caused by the sharp and throwing stones. Rebuild the architecture of a soul that learned to crawl. Give us the strength to stand up straight and tall. Solid frame standing firm against the cold. Hollow bones turning into a solid gold. Polished armor shining brightly in the blinding morning glare. We march toward the battlefield of our own manufactured insecurities. Swords drawn against the invisible phantoms hiding everywhere, demanding absolute truth instead of comforting sweet impurities. Trenches dug deeply into the soil of our anxious, terrified minds, fighting the generational war that our grandfathers left unresolved, leaving the safety of our heavily fortified barricades behind until every ounce of our crippling hesitation is finally dissolved. The cannons are firing questions that we cannot easily ignore. We stand shoulder to shoulder upon this unfamiliar, hostile shore. Rise up, brave souls, and conquer the demons of the past. Shatter the illusions that kept us chained and bound. We will forge a glorious victory that is destined to last until the echoing trumpets of triumph loudly resound. Scattered shields lie broken upon the bloodstained, muddy ground, testaments to the fierce battles we fought just to survive. But amidst the terrible wreckage, a newfound strength is found, reminding us exactly what it means to be miraculously alive. I wore my cowardly regrets like a heavy, suffocating iron cloak, dragging my feet through the misery of constant daily defeat, until the roaring lion inside my chest suddenly violently awoke, refusing to accept the humiliating prospect of a quiet retreat. The cannons are firing questions that we cannot easily ignore. We stand shoulder to shoulder upon this unfamiliar, hostile shore. Rise up, brave souls, and conquer the demons of the past. Shatter the illusions that kept us chained and bound. We will forge a glorious victory that is destined to last until the echoing trumpets of triumph loudly resound. agony, tested by the flame, and the history books will forever remember our victorious name. Hearts beating like war drums in the chest, put our courage to the ultimate test. Rise up, brave souls, and conquer the demons of the past. Shatter the illusions that kept us chained and bound. We will forge a glorious victory that is destined to last until the echoing trumpets of triumph loudly resound. Standing tall long after the final arrow flies. Brave souls looking upward toward the conquering skies. Sparks ignite upon the frozen cedar branches tonight. We trace the outlines of our faded youth underneath neon starlight, chasing shadows through the valleys where the coyotes scream, caught inside the heavy current of a forgotten American dream. The modern winters taught me how to bury secrets in deep snow, but you brought a summer fever that my brittle bones could never outgrow. We left our footprints on the gravel by the abandoned railway station, trading ordinary comfort for a lifetime of reckless desperation. The wind is howling secrets through the canyon walls. We stand on the precipice right before the kingdom falls. Oh, run like wildfire hearts across the open plains. Break every rusted shackle, wash away the ancient stains. We are the thunder waking up the quiet, sleepy town with a burning desire that no pouring rain can ever drown. Scars tell stories that our trembling lips are too terrified to speak. Driving 90 miles an hour toward a destination we no longer seek. Your hand in mine feels like a shelter from the impending hurricane, a beautiful disaster dancing through the pouring relentless rain. I found salvation in the static of a broken dashboard radio, singing hymns to the ghosts of people we used to know. The asphalt bleeds the heat of 1,000 wasted July afternoons, while we howl our sorrows underneath the crescent silver moons. The wind is howling secrets through the canyon walls. We stand on the precipice right before the kingdom falls. Oh, run like wildfire hearts across the open plains. Break every rusted shackle, wash away the ancient stains. We are the thunder waking up the quiet, sleepy town with a burning desire that no pouring rain can ever drown. The world feel the pulse inside the embers. Every spark, the soul remembers. Oh, run like wildfire hearts across the open plain. Break every rusted shackle, wash away the ancient stains. We are the thunder waking up the quiet, sleepy town with a burning desire that no pouring rain can ever drown. Let it burn until the morning light breaks through. Wildfire hearts, nothing left to lose. Sunflowers tilting toward the setting ember horizon. We watch the afternoon slip through our grasping eager fingers. Ticking clocks remind us that the daylight is actively dying. Yet the honeyed warmth of your laughter stubbornly lingers. The smoke's dancing inside this abandoned countryside cabin. A cracked porcelain teacup resting on the wooden sill. We trade fabricated stories about what might have happened if we had remained planted on that distant overlooking hill. Twilight creeps across the meadow, stealing the vibrant yellow hues. But we refuse to surrender this fleeting magic we did not choose. Hold on to these golden hours before they vanish completely. Capture the fading rays of a dying, spectacular sun. Sing the melodies of our youth so passionately and sweetly. The spectacular revolution of our lives has only just begun. Oh, it's only just begun. Oh, photographs curling at the edges inside a leather-bound book, preserving the exact second when your eyes met mine. A stolen, silent glance was the only thing it ever took to turn cheap water into the finest, most expensive wine. Porch swings creaking rhythmically in the cooling evening breeze. Fireflies waking up to replace the illuminating solar flare. We carved our initials into the trunks of towering oak trees, leaving a permanent romantic testament hanging in the air. Twilight creeps across the meadow, stealing the vibrant yellow hues. But we refuse to surrender this fleeting magic we did not choose. Hold on to these golden hours before they vanish completely. Capture the fading rays of a dying, spectacular sun. Sing the melodies of our youth so passionately and sweetly. The spectacular revolution of our lives has only just begun. Out of pure unfiltered light, and we will never let this beautiful incandescent feeling die. Fading slow, the brass turns to rust, but our memories will never turn to dust. Hold on to these gold of them all. Tasting the lingering flavor of dark espresso on my tongue. We sit in the corner booth of this half-lit downtown cafe, reminiscing about the naive love songs that we formerly sung before the harsh realities of adulthood got in our way. The old maple tree is dropping its very last autumn leaf, a mixture of vibrant orange beauty and the sorrow of decay. I've learned to accept that joy is always intertwined with grief, like the fading warmth of a long and exhausting summer day. We are balancing precariously on the sharp edge of the blade, appreciating the beautiful, chaotic mess that we deliberately made. Embrace the flavor of this deeply bittersweet romance. Give our fractured relationship one final desperate dance. We are crying tears of sorrow while laughing at the past, knowing that this transitional moment was never meant to last. Packing my boxes while listening to your favorite record play, a beautiful melody that makes my chest tighten with acute pain. I know it's completely healthy for us to walk our separate ways, yet the thought of losing you drives me entirely insane. I watch the sunset bleed into the dark and freezing night, a gorgeous catastrophe painted across the western sky. We fought a long battle when nobody was entirely right, and now we are left with nothing but a quiet, honest goodbye. We are balancing precariously on the sharp edge of the blade, appreciating the beautiful, chaotic mess that we deliberately made. Embrace the flavor of this deeply bittersweet romance. Give our fractured relationship one final desperate dance. We are crying tears of sorrow while laughing at the past, knowing that this transitional moment was never meant to last. Nothing in this life is ever as simple as it initially seems. We are stronger for the damage that we courageously endured, and our internal wounds have finally been successfully cured. Sweet taste, bitter end. Goodbye lover, goodbye friend. Embrace the flavor of this deeply bittersweet romance. Give our fractured relationship one final desperate dance. We are crying tears of sorrow while laughing at the past, knowing that this transitional moment was never meant to last. Walking away into the cool and foggy morning air, bittersweet, leaving behind every single care. Rough bark scraping against my calloused, overworked palms, scaling the massive redwood to escape the noise of the street, seeking refuge within the ancient whispering forest songs, where the mossy earth provides a cushion for my tired feet. Pine needles blanketing the damp, undisturbed woodland floor, we built a sanctuary far away from the concrete city sprawl, leaving the chaotic rush of modernity securely at the door, listening intently to the lonely echo in the owl's midnight call. Roots digging deeper into the fertile, unforgiving loam, we have finally discovered a wilderness we can call home. Follow the timber lines to the edge of the uncharted map, escape the overwhelming pressure of the modern societal trap. Breathe in the fragrant cedar, let the heavy branches sway. We are disappearing into the mystical thicket today. Sap bleeds from the trunk like golden tears of forgotten grief. Nature reclaims everything that humanity arrogantly leaves behind. I find absolute clarity staring at a single falling autumn leaf, a profound sense of peace settling over my cluttered mind. Axes rust in the shed, their destructive purpose finally ignored. We choose cultivation over the violent, reckless act of cutting down, preserving the majestic beauty that the universe generously poured, far removed from the suffocating smog of the industrial town. Roots digging deeper into the fertile, unforgiving loam, we have finally discovered a wilderness we can call home. Follow the timber lines to the edge of the uncharted map, escape the overwhelming pressure of the modern societal trap. Breathe in the fragrant cedar, let the heavy branches sway. We are disappearing into the mystical thicket today. Reaching for the clouds, shed the superficial expectations of the judging angry crowds. We belong to the earth, intertwined with the creeping vines, finding our true purpose beyond these towering timber lines. Quiet rustle, the branches speak our name. Nothing out here ever stays the same. Follow the timber lines to the edge of the uncharted map, escape the overwhelming pressure of the modern societal trap. Breathe in the fragrant cedar, let the heavy branches sway. We are disappearing into the mystical thicket today, into the woods where the shadows softly bend timberline, a journey without an end. Luggage tags tearing at the edges of my warm leather bag. I spent 300 nights staring at hotel room plaster walls, watching my enthusiasm and my physical energy slowly flag as the automated voice at the departure gate loudly calls. The train tracks parallel the frozen highway, heading north, passing through the decaying suburbs of my forgotten birth town. dream actively billow forth, while the heavy blanket of evening twilight settles down. The wheels are turning faster with every single passing mile, replacing my chronic homesickness with a genuine eager smile. Board the express train, we are finally homebound. Leave the chaotic city noise without making a single sound. Follow the familiar coordinates written on the crinkled map, reclaiming the simple comfort that slipped through our lap. Familiar landmarks appearing outside the passenger side glass. The old water tower painted with the high school graduation year. I watched the scenery of my youth so rapidly and vividly pass, feeling the accumulated tension of the road suddenly disappear. My sister left the porch light burning brightly through the night. A beacon guiding the prodigal brother back to the kitchen table. Everything looks smaller now underneath the pale moon's light, but the foundation of this old house remains solid and stable. The wheels are turning faster with every single passing mile, replacing my chronic homesickness with a genuine eager smile. Board the express train, we are finally homebound. Leave the chaotic city noise without making a single sound. Follow the familiar coordinates written on the crinkled map, reclaiming the simple comfort that slipped through our lap. Unpack the heavy burdens we collected along the way. We have absolutely nothing left that we need to prove today. Greet the family elders with an open and honest embrace, finding our true salvation within this sacred, familiar space. Almost there, see the front door. Wandering feet won't wander no more. Board the express train, we are finally homebound. Leave the chaotic city noise without making a single sound. Follow the familiar coordinates written on the crinkled map, reclaiming the simple comfort that slipped through our lap. Stepping inside as the cold winter wind blows. Homebound, that's where the journey goes. Electric currents pulsing through the industrial apartment walls. We transmit our unspoken anxieties across the telephone lines, staring blankly at the ceiling as the heavy darkness falls, waiting for the morning sun to reveal the hidden signs. Old generators humming in the damp basement utility room, a tangled mess of cables keeping this fragile house alive. I spent my 20s trying to escape the impending doom, learning how to endure the winters rather than just survive. The voltage is rising to a level we can barely contain, a surge of raw emotion, shooting straight into the brain. Conduct the energy through the twisted copper wire. Ignite the sparks until they feed the internal fire. Send the message loud and clear across the power grid, revealing all the beautiful secrets that we always hid. Insulated plastic melting from the intense internal heat, testament to the pressure building underneath our skin. We walk these crowded sidewalks with the hurried, syncopated beat, terrified of letting anyone see the chaos within. I found an ancient spool of metal behind the hardware store, relic of a simpler time before the digital age took hold. We don't talk face to face like our grandfathers did anymore, leaving our relationships feeling disconnected and cold. The voltage is rising to a level we can barely contain, a surge of raw emotion shooting straight into the brain. Conduct the energy through the twisted copper wire. Ignite the sparks until they feed the internal fire. Send the message loud and clear across the power grid, revealing all the beautiful secrets that we always hid. Break the circuit, let the blinding flashes illuminate the room, dispel the suffocating darkness and the permanence of gloom. We are conduits of passion, dangerous, unstable and bright, and we are gonna set this entire city ablaze tonight. Pulsing slow, feel the current flow. Where the wire ends, let the spark glow. Conduct the energy through the twisted copper wire. Ignite the sparks until they feed the internal fire. Send the message loud and clear across the power grid, revealing all the beautiful secrets that we always hid. Going red until the system finally blows. Copper wire, that's just the way the story goes. Oh, yeah. Gray storm clouds parting to reveal a narrow streak of light. We emerge from the dark basement after the heavy rainstorm clears, staring at the freshly washed streets shining so clean and bright, realizing that we have officially survived our greatest, deepest fears. Puddles reflecting the blue sky on the muddy gravel driveway path, an old robin singing a cheerful melody from the clothesline pole. Nature is rebuilding itself after experiencing the winter's wrath, restoring a profound sense of optimism to my fractured soul. The internal weather is shifting from From a state of constant despair, we can smell the sweet fragrance of renewal hanging in the air. Search the horizon for the beautiful silver linings. Look upward at the stars that are universally aligning. Shatter the glass prism of your pessimism today, watching the remaining shadows completely melt away. Miracles occurring in the most ordinary and mundane places. A green sprout pushing through the cracks of the concrete street. I see a newfound expression of hope on the passing faces, replacing the look of exhaustion that we used to constantly meet. Oh, I found an old horseshoe buried underneath the barnyard floor, a traditional symbol of luck that my grandfather left behind. I'm not going to complain about my unfortunate circumstances anymore, choosing to appreciate the simple blessings that I can easily find. The internal weather is shifting from a state of constant despair. We can smell the sweet fragrance of renewal hanging in the air. I search the horizon for the beautiful silver linings. Look upward at the stars that are universally aligning. Shatter the glass prism of your pessimism today, watching the remaining shadows completely melt away. Hey! We overcame. Write a glorious new chapter that completely changes the game. We are authors composing a masterpiece out of pure unfiltered joy, using the positive energy that no cynical force can ever destroy. Glint of light breaking through the gray, a brand new magnificent day. Search the horizon for the beautiful silver linings. Look upward at the stars that are universally aligning. Shatter the glass prism of your pessimism today, watching the remaining shadows completely melt away. Shining so bright across the expansive morning sky. Silver linings, saying a permanent goodbye to the reasons why.